I'm Dawn from Dueling Designs. I'm here to talk today about my design process that I use on my blog, Dueling Designs. I have to admit something. I actually had already broadcast this, a portion of it, but I felt it hadn't gone very smoothly because, as I am now, I was very, very nervous. So I thought I would give it one more shot and see how it goes. So each month on my blog, we do a different design challenge. This month, the item that kind of sparks the entire challenge was a piece of army green lace. I had to use, in the design brief, it said to use the army green lace as well as at least 2 of these different fabrics. It's quite interesting. I wanted to mix prints up and things. Then what happened, I spent a week, the first week, just doing different designs. This is my really rough sketchbook. I'm not an artist, so I just scribble down anything that comes to mind, much like a writer on their first draft. Chuck it all down and then go back and edit it and review what you've done. After I went through those designs, I picked 10 that I liked a lot, thinking about the brief, thinking about what I just found interesting. So I did different designs like these. And then what I did was because I had problems narrowing them down, I had about 10 that I really liked, was I took these and the fabrics and put them on the mannequin. So for example, if I was doing this design here, I would take my fabric and fold it around. Yes, the first time I did the Periscope, I forgot to put the comments on. And I think that's one of the most incredible things about Periscope is that you can have comments. So I was quite disappointed that I didn't get to interact with any of the people who watch my blog, read my blog rather. So I did this because I just couldn't choose. And the surprising thing was some of the designs that were my absolute favorite before I draped these on the mannequin turned out to be ones that in the end didn't make the cut. I was very surprised. There was a lot of different factors why this didn't work out. Sometimes it was the fabric, or I don't know, it just didn't look as nice on the mannequin. So, for example, one of the designs, just grab that there, looked a lot like this. I think this is one of the ones that ended up in one of the 2 choices that my readers could vote for. I really liked this one and thought this one would win, strangely enough, because it used the lace in a bit more of an interesting manner. And I really did like the way the 2 fabrics went. I did other designs as well. For example, I really liked the way that this fabric went with some of the other fabrics, as you can see, without putting the whole thing on the mannequin. They're quite interesting together. And it could have been done in a very interesting way. The only thing was, this one, every time I put it on the mannequin, when I looked at the photos, it looked a little bit too flowy. And the design brief said that the outfit was supposed to go from a day at work, a professional woman working in the workforce, to an evening out with friends. And this design, sometimes it looked a bit too flowy and artsy, maybe better suited for someone who owns an art gallery, this fabric. That was just my personal opinion. So after I went through and did the designs, I found the 2 that I liked the best, and then put them up for people to vote for on our blog, Dueling Designs. So, for example, those were 2 of the designs that ended up being voted on. And the voting closed last night, and design 2 actually won. Like I said, I thought it would be design 1, but it was actually design 2, which is still incredibly exciting because I'm going to love making either of them. So this week I will be doing the pattern making, the sewing, and getting ready for the photo shoot so that we could put it all up on the blog. Now, part of the reason why I think Periscope could be very exciting for my blog is it's a chance to interact with the viewers, and hopefully maybe next time when I'm choosing, you know, what is going to be my inspirational item, I could Periscope or scope to some of my readers and ask ask them, like, these are the 3 things I can choose from. What would you like to see?
So looks like not... Krista's just made a comment saying she finds it hard to choose. She likes different designs each week.
Oh, thanks, Krista. Yeah, like the first challenge was odd button. I found it odd, and I ended up using it and had a great time. It's on the blog if you're interested in looking at it. And this time it was lace, but I have lots of other trims and notions that I got when I was on a trip to New York City. And really, there's like entire shops with nothing but floor-to-ceiling buttons. It's like bliss. So I have lots and lots of different things, and I would love to choose them, but sometimes I find it very hard to choose, which is why I started the blog. It's having all these things and all these tubs of fabric. I need an excuse to kick myself out of my comfort zone and really try something new. So I was thinking that might be one way that I could use Periscope in the future, maybe to narrow down the 10 designs, because sometimes I have quite a few different designs, and I need to narrow them down. So sometimes it's, as you can see, quite a few. I don't know if that's kind of a normal process, but it's how I work. I do a lot of sketches and then I narrow it down. So I thought it might be nice if the readers could actually help me choose. And I'm also open to any suggestions that anyone else can think of, other things that I could Periscope to help make the readers of the blog more connected to what's going on, whether it's pattern making, maybe some of the sewing interviews. Yeah, so if anyone has any comments, I would love to hear them. And if not, maybe if you're watching on the replay, you can tweet me at Julian Designs. And I would love to hear it, because I'm quite excited about this new platform, and I would really like to try it out.
Krista says she can't wait for readers to be able to choose their designs.
Yes. Well, thank you. So that's it. I'm very pleased that you joined the broadcast. Thank you for coming in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.